Okay, we are live, 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 live. Happy, happy Sunday. How is it at your end? It's very cold where I am. It's as though, but then whether it's cold, whether it's not cold, it keep moving, and that's why you see me all, up to my neck. Of course, my name is Fumilola Akintola Williams. I am the lead coach at the Informed and Informed Teens Academy. It's an online mentorship academy for girls, and then that's from that on that platform. We have a curriculum that will run your girls through to help them to enable them become the adults that they profitable adults first for themselves to God and then to you. Of course, it is when they profit themselves that's when they're going to profit the parents, isn't it? So that's what we do. We have a curriculum, programs, everything that we do, and everything that we do is structured to ensure that your girl becomes. Please could you clean this for me, please? Sorry about that. Yeah. So today we'll be talking about something that's very close to my heart, very dear to my heart. Not because I'm a woman, of course, but because I've walked the shoes. I've had experiences, and then a lot of things, and that's why I say it's so dear to my heart. And every time I see a young girl, I keep hoping, I keep wanting, I keep wishing that, oh, okay, is there something we can do so that these things are not repeated, so that it doesn't become like a cycle in the lives of your girl, that girl that's so dear to you. And in this 2025, is if your journey with your girl is going to be different, if it's going to be any better, then we have to do separately, we have to do differently. But if we keep doing the way we've been doing, what we keep doing is we keep getting the same result over and over again. If you like my, I don't know, is it Edgar, is it cap, is it what? Sincerely, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want, okay, it's mine. I can as well wait. All right, if you like it, let me know in the comment section. Okay, all right. So we're going to be talking about the 10 things that you have to, 10 things if you want your girl to be that extraordinary human being, if you want your girl to be that person that you see, that you're grateful for, that she's grateful for herself, and that God is grateful for. Don't forget, every one of us, we're not here to just balance the ecosystem. We're not here just to, God, it's not as though God didn't know what to do. That's why He brought us here. He brought us here for a reason. He brought us for a purpose. So beyond everything that we're doing daily must be targeted. If we've not gotten there yet, everything that we're doing, even as young as your girls are, must be targeted towards the fulfilling of that reason that they are here. Some of us have discovered hours very late. Some of us have discovered very early. But we can help our girls. But what can hinder them from even knowing what it is that they are here for. It is until you know what you're here to do. That's when you know how to journey, what to do, and all of that. Do you understand? So please, that's why we'll be having a conversation about this. And please trust me, I do not. This is not personal. This is not an attack. This is just a call for us to open our eyes and really get on with the work that we need to do with our girls. All right, that's by way of introduction. And today I said we're going to be talking about the 10 main killers of girls that you must avoid as a parent, as a guardian, as anyone that has authority over the life of a girl child. You want to help the girl avoid these 10 things. Don't forget, your girl, she's just growing, she's not fully formed, she's not she's not a fully formed adult yet. So she's still prone to mistakes, she's still prone to error, she's still prone to a lot of things, and that is why you are there to guide. So please, can you do the work of that guidance? Can you, because that's what we're really there to do, that work of guidance. Can we really get on it? Can we really do it? So the things to avoid, this it kills girls. It's not even girls alone. You are gonna forgive me because of the way that I need to take a lot of hot substance. Otherwise, this nose that you're seeing is gonna be dripping. Trust me. I hope I'm forgiven already. All right, excuse me, please. Thank you very much. So I'll be doing a bit of that because it's really really freezing. All right. So I said that, I said the girls, they need to be helped to be there within the little time that you got with them. I've said it over and over again. You don't have a lot of the time with them. So if you're going to be helping your girl this year, so that you know what, these things I'm going to be talking about. If you work on, even if it's just one of them, you will see a difference between the girl that entered 2025 with you and the girl that's going to go into 2026 with you. If you will take it serious, because it is really that serious. If you will work on it, if you help her, if you help her, if you guide her, if you put her, on that track, then by December, you're not going to say, some of us are frustrated with our daughters. It's as though we're not seeing any difference. So everything that we're doing is as though it's not working. But you know what? It is working. Just that it is gradual. I know when something is gradual, it's as though it's really slow, it's as though it's not really happening. But I'm encouraging you today. I know what? I've said it. Someone that is doing something, no matter how small, no matter how little, is better, far better than someone that is not making any step, that's not making any effort to work on their journeys with their girls. The number one thing you must know that is a killer of girl and that you must run from. I know I forgot. Adults even struggle with it. We have adults that are struggling with these things I'm talking about too. So if it concerns you even as an adult, please adjust. Why? If you don't adjust, it's gonna hinder, it's gonna disturb. It's like I want to run a race in this baba I'm wearing. It's not gonna work. So that's what it's gonna do if you don't work on all of these things. So number one, you have to understand these killers. And what do you do to stay so that it doesn't instant? Because once it is killed, oh, looks like the network is bad, but we're trying. Okay, I think we're back online now. Please, if you can see me, if you can hear me, can you chat in the comment section? I want to know because look, network chip. I think I'm back now. All right. So number one, you have to understand these killers, avoid them, or incapacitate them so they don't hinder your daughter's journey. Number one, you have to understand that objectification of girls is a killer. Objectification of girls is a killer. What do I mean? When you see your daughter, the only thing you see is how beautiful she is, how strong or how lush her hair is, or how sparkling her teeth is, or how eloquent she is in speech, or how her fingernails are so beautiful, whatever. If everything you do every time you look at your daughter is how you begin to see her as, oh, future Miss World. Have I said it is bad to aspire to be a beauty, what's that word, is it beauty ambassador, forgive me, whatever. So but if that is all you say about your girl, you are doing what? That's a major killer. Objectification of girls kills them, and that is what has led so many girls, so many women into error. Let me explain what I mean by leading them into error. Because unfortunately, the society programs us. The society programs the woman. Let me give you an example that I can relate with vividly. For example, they say, fine girl, why are you walking under the sun? That's objectification. Because she's a fine girl, they shouldn't walk under the sun. Fine girl, why are you doing this kind of stress? That's objectification. If everything about your girl is physical, that's everything you see about her, everything that she is to is physical. And if you're even telling her, don't let don't let your beauty, don't let it fade, though, because if it fade like this, it's going to affect your chances of landing a husband or whatever. That's objectification. There is more to your girl than a pretty face. If all your girls got to accept is a pretty face, then you've missed a lot of things that you should really know and then work on. So please, objectification of a girl is a killer. You have to avoid it. Everything you're doing is to enhance the physical beauty of your girl. Everything you're doing, it's subtle. See, I said objectification is subtle. You will not even know that you're beginning to do it. But you know what? It begins to get the paramount when everything, you will know whether you're and you say, Coach, how do I understand whether I'm objectifying my girl or I'm not? You begin to know whether if everything you're doing about your girl is towards to enhance, it is to accentuate her personality, the way you're seeing her hair, her lashes, all of those things. All of those things. Objectification, and that's why your girl is not able to think beyond that physicality. She's not able to think beyond the beautiful eyeballs, the this, the that, the long nails, the whatever. God gave all of you, God gave girls or everyone for us, because we are all beautifully and wonderfully made anyway. So God gave all of us that to complement what is really, really inside. So you're going to know if everything about you is tending towards promoting the physicality of your girl. You are objectifying your girl. And you know what? Parents have done it unknowingly. They say, she's the most beautiful. I married the richest boy, I be the richest man or whatever. And before you know it, they begin to think, oh, why do I have to struggle? Why do I, because after all, I'm a beautiful girl? Because we have thought, we have replaced beauty with what really matters. We think everything rises and falls at the doorstep of beauty. But you and I know that that is not the truth. You and I know as well. So why are you selling that light to your that child? Why are you selling that light to your daughter? Let me tell you what objectification does. Objectification stifles the power of the mind of your girl. That is it. Because your girl will not think beyond the physicality. Have you seen already? Girls are vain. I hope you are aware. Girls are already vain, or by nature, by creature, by creation rather. Girls are vain. That's why a man will enter the bathroom, shower, will even forget to cream, just comb his body, comb his hair, wear his clothes, and he's out. And then this a girl will enter the bathroom, then she takes 30 minutes in the beyond and into to have a bath, come to the mirror. Do you understand? Girls are like that by nature already. So you don't even have to now add to all of that. That's stifling her mind. You're stifling the mind. The girl will not think beyond. She will not think beyond the physicality of herself. Or of course, by now you should know, you should understand that there is more to your girl than just how she looks physically. So what if you didn't have a physically, beautiful, so to say, child? Does she make her any of a daughter? Does she make her any? Does it make her lesser rather? Do you understand? So please, the thing we do, the choices you make for your girl when you choose I'm looking for an example now that will not prepare us too much. When you choose between a school trip and then a particular hair extension for your girl, if she, teenage, if you choose between changing the wardrobe to having a vacation, yes, it is objectification. You don't know, that's why I said this thing are subtle. We're not even aware that we're doing them. So everything is to accentuate, everything is to enhance the physicality, how your girl looks like. Oh, she said, let anybody know that I'm suffering my girl. What was even that? When I had a long time ago with my coach that your child doesn't need more than 3 pair of shoes, I realized that it is, I struggled with it in my mind. I said, how's that possible? But eventually go and check it. Your child, these kids are very funny. The ones that they like, if they have 10 shoes, if it is just two that they like, it is those two that they will wear until it becomes one, and then they're not able to wear it. Who has noticed that? So it is true, really. So why are you stacking the old? The other time Mr. Anna was trying to sort the house, and then she just kept gathering things out, that the girls didn't need. The girls were no longer wearing. And I smile. I say, you know what? But if we were to say, I don't want to buy, we think that we're making our children suffer if you have not bombarded them. And I've said it was, and it is true. Your daughter will not remember what she wore last year. Mine doesn't. Last year Christmas, she doesn't. Mine doesn't remember what she wore last year Christmas. So if she doesn't remember what she wore last year Christmas, I'm wondering what has happened to all of the clothes I've bought. That's objectification. So please, dear parents, whether in the choices that you make, you can answer, you can determine whether you're objectifying your daughter or not, so that your daughter doesn't begin to have the mindset that she will not use her mind. Do you know how powerful the mind is? Do you know what the mind can conceive? Do you know what the mind can incubate upon? But if they're not doing anything to channel that curiosity of the mind, you're not doing your daughter a service, you're doing her a great disservice. So if everything you're doing with your daughter is everything that has to do with everything, unfortunately, because I'm trying to really look for examples of objectification now. If you have any examples, I'd like you to share with me in the comment section. You go to the party and you want your daughter to be the most known, most seen. What is all of that? What's all of that? You're objectifying. And what are you doing to your daughter? You are passing a subtle message to your daughter that this is all she needs to achieve purpose. This is all she needs to be all that she wants to be in life. You and I know that it's more than that. No matter how beautiful you are, if there's nothing that you have to offer, if there's no difference that you have to make, nobody's going to listen to you. I'm sorry, with due deference to beauty, what's the word now? Beauty queens and all of that. How many I don't know whether you understand what I am saying. So surely it goes beyond beauty. So please let your mind, encourage your daughter to release the power of her mind. Let the mind of your daughter soar. Don't let everything be about the air she wants to, the shoes. Everything is all about how she looks better physically. What about the inside man that matters? The one that's going to make an impact in the world. The one that got the sense to go and do things. I've said it a lot of times that each and every one of us, we are on this planet Earth to at least solve a problem, at least, meaning that the list of the problem that we can solve is one. But for some of the kids, the way their God has deposited a lot in them, they have so much to offer. But when you stifle them with objectification, it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult. So the next time you are choosing, I've said it and it looks as though, oh, that's too harsh. The next time you are choosing whether between to buy a book for your child or to buy earring, you say it doesn't matter that way. Of course, she wears earrings. That's just an example. So please don't objectify. It's a killer. It will stifle the mind of your child. It will take her imagination. She thinks that everything that she needs to become is right here. Physical attribute. And that's why you see men making so unkind comments, so unkind statements. What are you bringing to the table? What are sometimes I wonder who gave us this vocabulary, this lexicon that we use about up and back, and it's so popular now. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? Have you been hearing? Have you been listening? Because I have seen a lot of that. So please, dear parents, objectification of girls is a killer. Please. I hear that some parents even go and enhance the physical structures and attributes of their girls. I heard it. I'm in a community of teen mentors and all of that. And sometimes the things that we hear, sometimes you think that is a lie, but it is not a lie. Some parents, they are taking their daughters to enhance their boobs, to enhance their bum, to whatever they feel that needs enhancing, they go to enhance. Why? What for? How old is the child? And then you see some parents comfortably, they are comfortable to see children, teenagers in adults paraphernalia, long lashes, long nails, everything. And I'm wondering what's going on. What's going on? Forgetting that it is in the lesser that the more is revealed. So objectification is a killer. We have to run away from it. This 2025, if our journeys with our girls must be different. The next thing we want to do, want to understand as a as a killer of girls that we have to avoid in 2025. Self-doubts. Self-doubts. See, this is confession zone. I also struggle with this. I also struggle with self-doubts. Yes. So it took me, is it took or it's taking me? It's taking me time to realize that, see, you know what? With this doubt, you're not going to get anything done. It's a killer. You will not make a move. You will not make a move. You will not make him. You will not, it cripples. That's what self-doubt does. It's an enemy. Like it's a thief. It will cripple when you're thinking. Your girl is thinking. And you know what? Self-doubt a lot of times comes from experiences. Self-doubt comes from a lot of experiences that we've had, and then we have internalized, and then we're beginning to think, oh, despite this experience, because of this experience, am I sure I'm able to do this? That's where self-doubt comes. I remember when I was working on my second book, and I started thinking, are you sure you want to talk about this? Are you sure you can talk about this? But I realized that, hey, it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. Self-doubt. So when you see that in your girl, when you're seeing those such traces. For example, your girl comes home from school and says, "Mommy, we have a presentation, but I'm not sure whether," you begin to hear statement like that. I'm not sure whether I can do it. You begin to attack it because that's self-doubt. You know where she's coming from? She's coming from the last time she had a presentation, and then somehow maybe she forgot her lines, or maybe something happened, and then, excuse me, please. That's where she's coming from. She's self-doubt comes from place of experience, most times unpleasant ones. And what do self-doubt causes? It makes dreams unachievable. I'm trying to imagine what would have happened to the man that invented the electricity bulb. What would have happened to the people that invented the plane? I had their two brothers. What would have happened to the people that invented this ring light that I'm using to do this broadcast? What would have happened if I said, "Oh, this class, I'm not sure I want to go. I'm not sure I did." It's a daily struggle, but it's a killer. You need to help your girls. Self-doubt. And you know what? Girls, really in teenage. And you know what? The best part of, the best part to, do the wings and fly is teenage. Nothing is stopping you. Nothing is inhibiting you. So what's the issue? It's a killer. So, and I've said, it comes from the place of contrary experience. So you need to help your girl. She has to understand that it is a killer, and this thing will not make dreams achievable. I was having a conversation with my friend. I don't know, maybe she's on watching this. I'm not sure. And I was saying to her that I'm struggling with a lot of things, and it's beginning to make me do this, do that, do that. She said something. She said, "You know what? You have to go for your dreams." I think something along those lines. I know I ruminated a lot on those words, which is true. It will experiences will come. Your girl may not be the first on the. She may go for a competition and not even have any position. Your girl can struggle. She can do something and not whatever that translates to failure to her. But it is on that she must step on that failure to achieve what she needs to achieve. But the moment she starts saying, "I'm not sure I can't," so some things I don't like to say. It's a conscious thing. I'm not there yet, but I consciously tell myself that except I don't want to do this thing, but when I want to do something, I'm going to put my mind to it. I'm going to get the resources. I'm going to do everything I need to do, and I'm going to just get moving. So please, it's a killer. Help your girls. A lot of things will, they will doubt themselves. Oh, it is normal. They will doubt themselves based on their past competencies. Let me put it that way. They will use past competencies to doubt themselves. And that is why, if your girl is struggling in a particular area, can you please put in the work to ensure that she comes up to speed so that she doesn't have anything she's doubting herself about, so that she begins to have the mind. And you know what you are taking to achieve with your girl is a mind thing. If your girl has mind that this thing that I want, I said to my girl, say you can be anything you want to be, and it is true, anything. Mine is to help. Mine is to guide. Mine is to, support. Whatever. Because I know, I've said it, it is in your girl understanding her place. That is when the glory lies. Where the glory lies, rather. So please, you must let your girl, you have to understand. Even as an adult, what are those things that you're also doubting? You don't want to know my doubts. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to even stream again. It's not nobody list. Back, but I'm like, you have to do this. It is what that thing. You have to do it. Like it's a fire that is shut up in your bones, the way the scripture says it. And you're like, if you have not done it, then it's as though you're not doing what you are here to do. So if it's just for one person, so please go ahead, please move. So I understand if an adult have such kind of doubts, how much more a teenage girl? But you have to make your girl understand that self-doubt will do what? Will make dreams unachievable. And you'll be surprised. There's a thing, that one of my the girls in my corner and all of that. I see that she's gifted in several languages. I was just this when I was thinking to myself that, are you aware that this thing is actually a gift that can be harnessed? It was just this morning I was having a conversation within myself that this is a gift that should and can be harnessed. So whatever it is that your daughter is coming that is born in the heart of your daughter, don't let past competencies or incompetencies, as it were, don't let it cheat your daughter out of the best that she can possibly be. Don't forget, self-doubt is a killer. The next thing you want to run, you want to help your girls avoid this 2025 people pleasing tendencies. Yes, girls do it a lot. Women do it a lot, not just girls. People pleasing tendencies. Does it like me? Does she not like me? Does it? What does it think? What do they not think? I've come to understand that people don't really care. All of those things is in your head, or is in my head, as the case may be. People don't really care because everyone's got something that they're trying to do themselves. So that they don't really care as much as you think. So why? And then your daughter is not ice cream. Your daughter is not ice cream. Even ice cream is not everybody that likes ice cream. If everybody likes you, then you're in trouble. Jesus said it. He said, "Woe unto you if every man speak highly of you or speak well of you," or something like that. So it's okay. It's not pride. Your daughter is not proud. I made my daughter understand this a long time ago. By virtue of blah 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 blah, I realized that I had to sit her down and have a conversation. It's okay. You don't have to please anyone. But my own is be kind to everyone. Be kind to everyone, but don't seek to please everyone. It's a killer because you know what? That approval that she's so struggling to get, you're not never gonna get it because human beings were limited. We are limited in everything that we can give, even love, even understanding, even affection, everything that we think we can give. We're limited. So why are we gonna be stressing? Why do you want everybody to like you? It's a killer because it's not ever gonna happen. It won't happen. And then you begin to feel frustrated. You begin to feel, oh, there's something about me. You don't have to like me. You don't you don't I could say that thing. You don't have to like me. But the more I grow, right now, a lot of people don't like me. Trust me. As I'm having this conversation with you, like a lot of people, these are not strangers. These are people that are supposed to be close to me. A lot. If I'm in the same room with them, a lot of them will behead me. Honestly, honestly, do I care? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But my own is that be kind to everybody, but not everybody has to like you. Be kind. When people leave you, let them leave you. them leave you with a pleasant experience. That's different from people pleasing. So if that you standing up, defining your boundaries, liking yourself, choosing yourself, putting yourself first, and then at the same time extending kindness to the next person, please let your girl know that she's good. So your girl doesn't want, have you seen girls like that? I see them. They're lapping up to everybody in school. They want to be they want to be in every group with every girl. They want to be with the most popular. They want to be, no, it's a killer. Why? It makes them become a walkover. That's it. It makes them become a walkover. I'm not sure that's what your daughter needs in her journey. She doesn't need it. So please, it's okay. It's okay not to be liked. Jesus said it though. He wasn't liked. Or if he was liked, would they have killed him? Sometimes I go to my coach not because I like her, but because she has value that I need to tap from. So what should your daughter strive to do? Your daughter should strive to be valuable. That's just it. If she has value. My math teacher in secondary school, I didn't like him, but I had to attend his class. Why? Because I needed to learn mathematics. So please, people pleasing tendency, your daughter has to be taught to run away from it. But have I said she should be mean? Have I said she should be bitchy? No, she should be kind. But in kindness, you should understand that not everyone is going to like her. My daughter's school, the other time I went to drop her in school, and there used to be a girl, they used to talk, they used to, that the way the Gen Z, or is it Gen Alpha? I don't know what they are anymore. They used to, the way they used to vibe together. And I said that all of a sudden, it was, the girl just went cool. I observed this. My daughter didn't even know. So I asked her, did anything happen between you and this girl? She said no. Okay. Were you unkind to her at any time? She said no. Did you do anything bad? So she said no. I said, okay, it's fine. So, and I saw that the girl started working with three other girls. And so anytime I drop my daughter and then she's just there, she and I were chatting until it's time for her to go into her classroom. And I was watching the situation. And as I was watching, I realized that the three girls that quote and unquote snubbed my daughter, they came back. They started, and they said, oh, they call her name, say, oh, this is, and I'm like, oh, really? So it's really okay. Those are just 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, so it's okay. And I like the fact that my daughter was not looking for lappy, like what's that, looking to to warm herself up to them or whatever. So that's the say I am that way. If you're close to me, you know the kind of person I am. But I'm not gonna go and be doing what's the word? What's what I'm looking for? I'm not gonna go and be lapping up at you to say, hey, see me, like me. No, it's okay. A lot of people don't like me. I'm on live. Everybody can hear me and come back to this video. It's fine. But your daughter should seek to have value. Once she has value, once your daughter is able to have value, please, the rest is simple. It doesn't matter whether she's liked or not. So let your daughter understand that it's okay. As long as she's not mean, she's not wicked, she's not the one that is she's not the bully. So do you understand? She's still herself, kind, empathetic, and all of that. And somebody feels threatened by that, then it's fine. Because by the time you're trying to suck up, that's what I'm looking for. You're sucking up to people, they make you walk over. Anyone that's been walked over, they're going to mess with your psyche, they're going to mess with your edge, they're going to mess with your sense of worth. So your daughters should know. No one should ever have the power to do that to them. All right, to the next one. This year, your daughter, another killer that your daughter must run away from, doing things halfway. Doing things halfway, never getting things done, never finishing, excuse me, assignment is not finished, the chores is not finished, this everything halfway is a killer. It's a killer. Why? Because it will never produce excellence. It will never produce excellence. And girls are pros at that. Girls are kings of doing things halfway. You sweep the rug, you leave the table clean. You wash the one dish, you leave the other dish in the kitchen. You go to the sink, you see a dirty plate, you wash just your own. All of those little things, they are doing things halfway. They are doing things halfway. So please, your daughter must learn never to do things halfway. Your daughters must learn never to do things halfway. Why? Because it's a killer. It's a killer. It's a killer. It's a killer. Don't do things halfway. Teach them. Anything that starts must end. Anything that starts must end. Why? If they continue to do like that, then they'll never be able to do anything excellent. That's what it means. They will never be able to do anything excellent. I'm sure that's not the kind of girl you want to push half done, halfway, half measures, everything half. And it's the same way relationships too. It's that you're fully committed, you're not fully committed. Go and sleep because they're not halfway. There are no half measures. That's another thing. That there's a killer that your girl must run away from in this 2024. Another thing that she has to do, that is a killer that she must be aware of. She has to be aware that bad choices are killers. Bad choices are killers. Bad choices are killers. Bad choices. So whatever you do as a parent, you have to help your child. You have to help your child to sit down, have a curriculum around choices. I am not joking. Excuse me. Have a curriculum around choices. Yes, build a curriculum. I've told you, if you want to, and I learned this at my parenting academy. If you want to walk your child through a particular process, please create a curriculum. Don't do crash course. Don't just stand and say, today I want to talk to you about choices. So this is how to do, this is what to choose. So no, you're gonna sit down together. What is choice? What does it mean? How do I choose? How do I not choose? When I choose, what is the implication? When I choose, what is the implication? Then how can I choose? What do I consider before I choose? Those are the things you'll be in that curriculum. Why? Because it's a killer. Bad choices is a killer. Am I going to have that sex? Am I going to wait? Am I going to give my body? Am I going to keep my body? Am I going to go to school to go and do living boyfriend with my boyfriend? Or am I going to go and alone? Choices. Hey, you will not understand how important this is until you sit down, until you sit back yourself and think of the choices that you have made and their impacts, whether negative, whether positive. You're the one that's going to know that. And if you're going to help your daughter to do better so that this killer doesn't catch up with her, you got to teach her about choices. How that bad choices is a killer. How does it kill? It alters trajectories. If the girl is going like this, supposed to go like this, and somewhere along the line she makes a bad choice, that choice drags her to the exact opposite of where she should be going. Trust me on this. And you don't want that for your daughter because you love her so much. So teach, and teach about choices. Don't leave it to chances. Don't leave it to guesswork. Teach about it. Let them understand what it means. Because bad choices is a killer. Most women will have flown. Most women will have soared. Most women will have done amazing things. But because of choices that they made one time or the other. You check it. Couple of days, something trended 2 days ago. They said a man, I don't know why. I was having a conversation about it with my uncle, and I think it actually happened. That a man actually poured petrol on his wife. Whether he burnt her, did he burn her? Something. Do you know where it started from? The choice the woman made to marry that man. Yeah. Choices is as important as that. You need to teach your girls. He's a killer. Bad ones, they are killers. It's only by grace that bad choices can be turned around. That is even stop on that choice. Or if you still continue in that choice, there's no how it's not going to turn. There's something that I saw something on social media that says if you enter a wrong train, and then the next best thing to do is to get off at the next bus stop. Otherwise, you're not gonna ever get to your destination. That's as powerful as bad choices get. So please let our girls understand that it is a killer. As a matter of fact, out of the 10 things I'm gonna be talking about, this is perhaps the most important choice, because every day your girl is choosing. She's choosing. What am I doing? What friends am I keeping? What are my values? What are my cause? What's important to me? What's not important to me? What am I doing? What am I when I'm in school? When my mom is not there? What am I doing? When nobody's looking at me? What am I doing? When I'm on my phone? What am I doing? What am I consuming? Everything. What am I eating? What am I wearing? What am I listening to? What's important to me? What matters to me? These are core conversations to have with your girls. You must make them understand that bad choices is a destiny killer. Trust me. And why is it a killer? Because it alters trajectory. If you are meant to be going like this, somehow the consequence of that choice will drag you like this, and it's going to take grace. You're going to take everything to set the girl back on the right path. That's why you want to be careful. That's why you want to emphasize this on your journey with these girls as you go on these bad choices. So teach them. So their choices doesn't stop there. It goes into their future. Let them understand. Their choices, their everyday choices, culminate and goes into their future. They have to understand. They must understand this. Their everyday choices joins them and goes to the future. So bad choice is a killer in this 2023 that you must let your girl be aware. So please, dear parents, as I've said it, I'm gonna go do my own again. I've done it before, I'll do it again. Create a curriculum and teach choices. Please teach with practical examples, with live examples, with consequence, everything that you know you can lay your hands on. Please teach. So that these girls will not keep making choices that will break the. If you will teach from your own experience, please teach. I've said it to us before that you made mistakes, that you made whatever, doesn't take the license over your daughter. Rather, it gives you the right to guide. All right. The next thing that is a killer that your girl must run from, and that you must help her, you are giving up or getting tired easily. Girls, they are on this table again. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm not doing again. Oh, no, 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 no. This book, how about how about reading books halfway? Why did I forget that? You pick a book and then you don't finish it. It's part of it though. It's a killer. Yes. It's a killer. Because you're not gonna get what you should get out of that book. So if you have any book that you have read and have not finished, go back to the years I said that one. You know, I said giving up or getting tired easily. Girls, not girls, everybody tend to get discouraged. Everybody. Everybody. And do you know what? Everyone that's ever achieved impact, everyone that's ever done something, everyone that the world is talking about today, at one point or the other, they've gotten tired of that thing that they're talking about them today. They've gotten tired, they've given up, they've said they don't want to do it. Yes, but what makes it different was that they went back rather to that tired about. They went back to it and then they gathered themselves, they picked themselves, and then they moved again. That's what you should make your girls understand. So whatever you start, you finish it. Whatever it is. You now see why it's a big deal when they're making choices. God forbid that they make the choice that they have to see through. Choice of courses, choice of things to do. I thought choices already. I'm not gonna go back into that. But please, another killer is what? Is giving up or getting tired easily. Why is he a killer? He robs them of impact. That's it. You know what? For me, it's not about how much you have, because I've seen people that have quote and unquote, and then you're wondering, what are you doing with your life? But for me, it's about impact. When your name crosses the heart of people, when your name crosses the mind of people, what do they remember you as? Who do they think you are? What is their memory? What is your memory that they have? Impact. I look at a lot of people and I'm wondering, oh, if I can do half as much as this, then I have fulfilled my life's purpose. Trust me. So that's the point. That's the point. So tell me, if you're doing things halfway, if you're getting things undone, how are you gonna do that impact? It's not possible. Impact is hard work. Hey, I it's hard work. Impact is hard work. Impact is breathtaking. Impact is backtaking work. So please don't encourage. They say, "Oh, mommy, I can't finish it," and then you let it slide. Please don't let it slide again. Let this be the last time that your kids will do something, they will not finish it, and then you let it slide. Please don't let it slide. Rather, forgive me. Don't let it slide again, because you're teaching something. Not teaching something is also teaching something. You're teaching something, even though you're not sure. You're teaching something. Your daughter says, "Oh, mommy, that homework, I can't finish it. I'll go and return it back to the lecturer." And let her go. Then let her face the consequences of not finishing her homework. Your daughter goes, "Mommy, that plate I'm washing, I'll finish the rest tomorrow." Why? Not finishing things. It's in the simple things. Because we know by now that it is in the simple things that we progress into the big things. Nobody ever makes an impact by doing things halfway. Nobody ever makes an impact by leaving things halfway. Giving up. Nobody ever made a difference by giving up. There's this Nigerian street slogan. They say, "Now who give up, fuck up." Nobody ever made a difference who gave up. I've not seen someone that made a difference and then the person gave up. I have not seen. It's not gonna happen. And that's why it is a killer. Why? Because it robs them of impact. The next thing you want to help your girls overcome That is a killer. Playing the victim card. Whatever happens, hiya. I wish I can scream this. Your girl must never, never, never play the victim card. Oh, it's because life happened. Oh, it's because life happened. Oh, let me tell you. See, like the people that life has happened, life will happen. Life will continue to happen. The difference is, what are you going to do about it? 2022, 2023, 2024, life happened to me. I could have chosen to say, that's finished. I could have chosen to say, oh, this is it. I could have chosen to say, and I could have let myself believe the lie that was being played before me, and I could have allowed everything to over. I could have, whatever. I could have asked the excuse. People would say, hey, yeah, sorry, sorry, oh. That's what I would have gotten. It would have done what? It would have kept me down. That is what playing the victim does. But in the it is in that time that life was showing bass. I said, is this mind still intact? Okay. Can you yourself from that situation? That situation that is aggravating the boss. Can you remove yourself from it? And then can you now go back to this mind? It is in the heat of that basketball I started churning out products. Trust me, I do a lot of volunteer help my coach. She says, "Oh, actually, want to do. I have gone back. The same mind that everything was seeking to choke. So never play the victim card. And in all of that those, I never for a day called to say, you see, you know how things are with me. You know, please give me. I never. Not that I didn't have people to call, but because I chose not to use my lifeline that time. If I'm going to use the lifeline, let it be for something really worth it. But for some of us, with the way we're saying to our daughters, we even say it with joy. We say, and then we don't know, but we also play that victim card, and your daughter is learning. For example, you say, it's not that your daughter is because your daddy did not provide this, so that's why. What's that? It's because and then we look for excuses to justify why we're where we are. Come on, we can do better. I know that life is not a bed of roses. I know that things will happen, but what is your mindset about it? In all of the 3 years, I said to you that things that could make. But you know what? We got victory always in Christ Jesus. So please tell your daughters, playing the victim card will keep them down. That's it. Playing the victim card will keep them down. Have I said that will not happen? Life will happen. Things will happen. Some of them may be because of choices again. See how important it is. Some of them it could just be because that is how it's meant to happen. Because we know in part we don't know everything. Some of them it could be to test their strength, test their resilience, to test the work that we've done. I know what all of these things I'm talking about to you. My daughter never went under. Sometimes I'm like, oops. She never went under. So please, dear parents, let your girls understand. They must never play the victim card. No matter what has happened. That's why it's good to build a community now. Build a community of enablers, strengtheners, so that when that life hits, you get strength from here, you get strength from there, and you're able to together, you're able to pull yourself back up and then begin to move on your journey together again. It's a killer. This last year, I'm not even going to go into that. But please, let your daughters understand that playing the victim card is a killer. Why is it a killer? It keeps them down. The next thing you want that is a killer that your girls should run away from, putting themselves down. I tend to do that too. Yeah, that's me doing what? Admitting I am being vulnerable. I tend to do that too. Until I'm like, oh, that thing I did it, and I'm like, it's like, don't let your girls put themselves down. My coach told me something. She says, see, this world is for the bold and the audacious. And I said, whoa, it is. Have you seen these social media influencers? Have you seen their audacity? Have you seen the way they practically choke us? They throw to our necks that you're gonna see me. Come on, that's what the world is for. And before you know, starts in like it is true. It's a simple law. So let your daughter put herself down, whether by way of mouth or by word of mouth or whether by action. Your daughter is walking and she's walking slumped and you're not talking. Come on, she's walking slumped, walking like the world has fallen over or everything has caved in. Or she goes like, "Oh, I'm not really that good." What do you mean? What do you mean? You are that good. Why? Because I know what these are not just empty words. You are also developing your daughter. I've told you there's a weakness. Getting a curriculum to teach her to make her better, so that she can be at par with her mates. That's the that's the thing. So as she's the and the confidence is gonna come from competence. I think we talked about that a lot several months ago. So don't let her put ourselves down. The girls, my girls here, they do something so many beautiful things with their hands, and I'm like, wow, I commend this, I hype it. And I said to them, I'm gonna buy something and put this so everybody can see what you're doing. That's what you should be doing to your girl. Because the world is for the audacious. I said to them, I said, this thing that you are doing, people can take an enterprise out of this. Oh, because I looked at them and I'm really wowed. I said, girls like this, and then you're doing this kind of thing, and they come and saying something like, it's not really good. Or what do you mean it's not really good? It's very, very good. It's very, very good, but you can only improve upon it. So, dear parents, it's a killer when it's not being modest, oh, please. It's not being humble. It's not being humble. Oh. It is giving yourself lesser than you deserve. My coach, sometimes you think that it's pressure. You say to you that, you know what, I know that I am good. Say, hey, see audacity. It's not pride, though. It's not pride. It's not pride. The world is not for people that you are doing. I don't want them to. What do you mean? What do you mean? You have the spirit of power, of knowledge, and of a sound mind. The world should see. The world should know it. So don't go and be. And when you like the lies, don't go and put it under a bushel. So what are we saying? So please, it's a killer when your girls put themselves down. I told you in ways they do it. They try to, they tend to self-deprecate, like, oh, it's not really that important. Oh, it's not such a big deal. For everything my daughter and the girls and everyone, one of them does, I say, oh, this is really good. This is really good. That if you think that it needs to be worked on, then that's what you do. Not that you not begin to make them. They don't accept when they give themselves lesser credit than they deserve. It is not being humble. It is being unwise, because the world is for the audacious and the bold. Have you seen someone that is audacious? If she's talking rubbish, people will not know that he's talking rubbish. Am I here? And that's why you say it is the audacity for me. So you can't see your girls can't be your girls cannot be their mouth cannot be shut. Oh, why? Because the agenda is to make if you have a guy that is the way the agenda is structured is so that every girl that will not stand her ground, every girl that will not affirm herself will be swept in the tide of whatever it is that is coming, that flood that is coming, that flood of everything that is coming. So please don't let your girls talk themselves down. Don't let them put themselves down in their words, in their action, or in their deed, or in their thoughts. Help them. Why? Because when they do that, they teach people how to treat them. So tell me, I've said it by myself now that what am I? I'm not even what I'm this thing I'm doing is not important. For example, I've said that to myself already. So what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen now? Every other person is gonna tell me that it's not important. But everyone knows that it is important. So when it's time for my class, the girls set me up, they put my light on, they do everything, and I just come and sit down and have my class. Because I've made them understand that it is important. There's a Yoruba that goes in that line. I'm not going to say that because not everyone can, understand Yoruba, that will watch this live video. So please don't let your girls talk themselves down. Then another thing that is a killer, distractions. Is a killer. Distractions. By whatever it is. Phone, social media, distractions. Is a killer. It's a time waster. I have my phone has an app. So by Monday, by tomorrow, that's gonna tell me how many hours excuse me, how many seconds and how many whatever I spent on the gadget in a day. And that keeps me on my toes. So that tells me, Finola, you can't be here wasting all your whole time, because distractions are actually time wasters. The time that they should be using rather to work on something, to bring a product out, to do something productive, to write, to create, to whatever it is that they want me to do. That's the time that they are using. So please, dear parents, it's a killer. You will not know, but you just realize that everything the day is over. And some of I used to feel like that sometimes. No, a long time ago, not anymore. I used to like, oh, today is over. Then what have I achieved today? Distractions. And you know what? The world is going to get noisier. There will be more apps. There will be currently what we have is Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, um, Twitter. What other ones? Other ones will come up because every day technology is evolving. So the main distraction is still coming. So how will your daughter cope? How will your daughter cope when there's no self-regulation? When she can't say, oh no, this is time for work, let me drop the gadget. When there's no difference between when I'm working, everything is this. And I've come to understand that people that are really making the difference, people that are really making impact, people that are really making waves, that don't spend so much time on social media. The actress, but as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. My coach says she has the time she goes online, and then when she's done, she's done. But by the time you come back to come and read the likes, the comments, blah blah blah, you see people have gone to it. People that are really making the impact, they don't spend all their day on social media. Your girls must understand this early so that they can run early. It's a killer, it's a time waster. All right, finally for tonight, another killer of girls that you must avoid by all means in 2025: shoddiness and tardiness. You know what I mean by shoddiness? Just do things anyhow. Tardiness, anyhow. Anyhowness, that's what we call it. Anyhowness. You don't care how you look, you don't care how you appear. You can look anyhow, you can behave anyhow. Even the things you're doing in the house, you're doing it anyhow. That's been shoddy. That's been shoddy. How is it a killer? They are door closers. They close the doors of opportunity in your face. I was watching a reel, and then they were interviewing a Nigerian um road construction company. Is a Nigerian owned, owned by a Nigerian. And then he was sharing how that he got a very big contract. And then after the contract had gotten awarded to him, when after they bidded, so the person, maybe the CEO or something that awarded the contract now called him to say, do you know why it was this morning I watched that on Facebook. Do you know why I awarded you this contract? I said, I'm not sure. Honestly, I didn't know that we're even going to qualify. The man said, you didn't qualify you. But let me come to my room. He said the man invited him to his hotel room, opened his windows. So he now saw that, is it 10 years ago or 8? I'm not sure of the exact number of years now. That you are the one that you were got awarded to patch this portion of the road. He said, yes, that's true. He said, and for every time I come to this hotel, I keep looking out for this road to see, okay, it's gonna wear, it's gonna tear, blah 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 blah. But since the time you did it till now, it's still there. And that's why I said, if this man can do this well, he can do others very well. And that's why I said, you must be the one to have that contract. So it's the same thing. That story, I sat down and I said, whoa. And I thought to myself, I hope that I have not even missed out on some things that are important by being shoddy, by being tardy. Because why? When you're doing that, you're shutting doors. The door closers. Your girls have to understand. Girls have the tendency to just do things anyhow. Their wardrobe is anyhow. Everything is just anyhow. They can't afford to keep doing that in 2025. It's shoddiness, it's tardiness, and it's the same thing. That's the same approach they will take to other things that are very important. And people are looking. People are looking. Some people, you meet them and then you're wondering where they're coming from. They don't care how they look. They just, I don't know. Anyhow, it's a killer. And I've told you how it kills. It makes it effectively shuts doors of opportunities. against somebody. So if your daughter's journey must be different this year, so that by the end of 2025, you're gonna say, oh, the daughter I came into 2025 with as metamorphosed. That's the word here. It's a biology word here. It is. So I mentioned 10 things that are killers. I said number one, objectification. That's very big. Number two, self doubt. Number three, people pleasing tendencies. Number four, doing things halfway. Number five, bad choices. Number six, giving up or getting tired easily. Number seven, playing the victim card. Number eight, putting themselves down. Number nine, distractions. And then number 10, shortness and tardiness. If it's just one, I know what these things can be. You can be thinking, oh, it's really much. Where do I start from? Please don't attempt to do everything at the same time. Don't say, oh, I want that to be. No, it will overwhelm you. That's what I realized a long time ago. And I just started taking it. This year, if it's just one thing I'm working on with my daughter, I'm not in a rush. But this one thing, is it going to make a difference? Is it going to make a difference? Then I'm not in a rush. If it's just one of these things that you're doing, then when you see that the work has been done, move on to the next one. Move on to the next one. Gradually, and before you know it, you're going to look at your daughter and wonder. My coach shared a testimony. She said she has a daughter that how old is Zara now? Is it 18 or something? I'm not sure. That's 17 or 18. I'm not sure. And she goes, she looks and say, "This is the same Zara that just 2 years ago I was struggling with so much." Oh, I mentioned her name. I'm sorry about that. This is the same girl I was struggling with. I know what some of the products that they brought out now that that we had to buy for the girls and all of that. Zara was part of people that produced it. Zara, and then she's wondering, this same girl. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, you want this? No, 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 no. No, that's gonna overwhelm you. Take one at a time. Build on it. Build on it. Don't stop. Don't get tired. Don't get discouraged. And before long, even you're going to see a guy and you're wondering, is this my daughter? Is this my daughter? Because by the reason of the change that will have taken place. So I encourage you, don't give up on your journey, your girl, this year. And I hope that you have learned something. And don't forget, my book is still selling fast on Amazon and on Seller. And then if you want distributorship deal, you can reach out to me or to drop a message. I read the messages, I read the comments, then we'll know what to do. But it's still selling fast on Amazon and on Seller. And you know what? If you have a girl, you need to get that book for your girl. Trust me, there's a lesson, at least one lesson for your girl. Not to talk of, it's more than one. You got two, you got three, you got four, you got five lessons that a girl gonna catch. All right. Thank you for always being here. I don't take it for granted. I'll be here again next week, God willing, gospel in our lives. Don't forget, I'm rooting for you, and I am that coach you want to trust a teen girl with. God bless you, and bye bye.